to your pickup at 7:05.
Yo, it's your boy Dullard and welcome back to another classic. Now it's Monday morning, the most lucrative weekday of the week. So we're going to start off, we're going to go pick up a young lady just around the corner and we're taking her to Wimbledon. We are being paid £11 and the drive shouldn't take me no more than 20 minutes. Okay, so I've just completed the first trip of the day. We're now in Wimbledon. I will say this, the app is extremely busy today. And when the app is busy, people tend to decline a lot of trips. When the app is showing red and is busy, just set yourself a target. Set yourself an hourly target and only accept trips based off that hourly target. So for me, my hourly target right now is around £25. Any 2 trips I get that gives me that type of money, I will accept. Now, I don't want to go into London, so I'm going to filter out London. Right. So I don't want to go congestion zone. I don't want to go west. I don't want to go east. And I don't want to go north. I want to stay in south. That's how I work. That way, you cancel less trips. Let's put it that way. So we are now waiting for our second trip. The time is now 18 past. Now, I did complete this trip somewhat 5 minutes ago, so it only took me about 15 minutes. And how much did we earn? £11.15 for just a 15-minute drive. So that trip was somewhat worth it. Now, I'm only going to do short trips because I'm working 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. I don't work long because this job, trust me, is not worth working long. I don't understand how drivers are on the road for 13, 14 hours. This is going pearly. Usually this would be a great trip, but that pickup is just, no. It's nearly 2 miles. I'm not doing that. But yeah, should that person just been around the corner, I would have happily picked them up. It is tough picking trips because yes, as you can see, you get a lot of trips, but not all of them are worth doing. So this one, they're going back to Sutton. Again, the pickup is far, man. It's far. I don't know, man. If they were around the corner, I would have happily done there. And I mean, the money could have been a bit better. Less than £10 is just, it's not great. And it falls outside my target. Now, what's this? Gosh. They want me to go 4 miles away to pick someone up. In Barnes. Forget it. See, you will get trips like this that just makes no sense. I'm not going to drive 4 miles to pick someone up and then drive them another 4 or 5 miles. It just doesn't make sense. It's not cost effective. Again. Okay. Now, I'm quite tempted to do this, but the pickup is so far. So, again, I'm going to decline. And I know where they're going. They're going to Royal Marsden. Oh, can't stand that place, man. They're going all the way to Royal Marsden. So, I'm not interested in that. Gosh, look at this. Another 4 mile pickup just so you can drive them 2.8 miles away. It's ridiculous. I'll drive 20 minutes to pick them up and 40 minutes to drop them off. Why on earth would I do that? Now, this is the type of nonsense that comes through. Now, this is obviously the same person that I declined earlier. You would think Uber would offer me more money to do it, but no, they're probably offering me less money. This is the issue we have with them. If I rejected it before, I'm not going to accept it again for less money, am I? This is one of the major issues drivers have with Uber. And I promise you that trip's going to come back again. Oh, there we go. It's back again. Chapterway, free Chapterway. How many more times are they going to send me that trip? I don't want to go there. Not for that money anyway. Fine. Now, this can get overwhelming because you're just essentially sitting here wasting time declining trips. But at the same time, I'm not going to do a trip I'm not willing to do. It's as simple as that. Now, one of the major issues I have is where I'm currently positioned, Wimbledon Town Centre or shopping centre. I don't know what you want to call this place, but I'm in the High Street, Wimbledon High Street. And this is not the place to really be if you're trying to pick people up. Because again, people come here. Right? They come here for work. And there's a massive train station, so most people are just going to get a train to go to wherever they're going. So you're not going to get many trips here. This is the issue, because people want to come here. No, these trips are awful. I'm not going to lie. They are awful, awful trips. Decline. I will be accepting a trip in the next 5 minutes because I don't want to be wasting more time. Honestly, we're a man on a mission. We need to hit our target. So I don't want to sit here declining trips all day, but at the same time, I don't want to waste my time doing stupid trips that are just not worth doing. As you can see, we're in the surge area. So every trip that comes through should have a surge on it. Yet when you see the prices, it very much tells me they're not even including a surge. Again, this trip's going to take an hour. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not driving 17 minutes to go pick up a passenger. I'm just not doing that, I'm afraid. And then go all the way to Sutton. It's ridiculous. If they want me to do that trip, they have to pretty much pay me what my hourly rate is, which I'm currently trying to hit 25 to 30 pounds. That's the only way I would do that, because that trip's going to take over an hour to complete. It's going to take over an hour. Clap. Oh my God, these trips are horrendous. Yeah, it looks like we may be here all day just declining trips. Oh God. What is up with all these pickups? They want me to go to Morden just to come back to Wimbledon. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. They want me to go all the way to Morden just to then come back where I am. I don't want to come back here. I'm trying to leave this place. Oh God, give me strength. Now, just for context, guys, the time is now 25 past. So I've sat here for 10 minutes wasting time. Yeah, don't do what I'm doing, honestly. But if you are joining this Uber journey, you will find your way. You will honestly find your way. What works for me may not necessarily work for you. Because again, we all have different goals and targets. And now me personally, I would much prefer that Uber completely gets rid of this surge system. Now, I know a lot of people watching this are going to be like, what? Get rid of the surge? Yes, I would prefer Uber gets rid of the surge, because the surge system doesn't work well. It's counterproductive. For most drivers, when they see surge, they then sit there and wait for the perfect trip. You know, sort of what I'm doing right now, which I always tell people don't do. Now, another issue I have with this, instead of applying a surge that clearly doesn't work, because half the trips don't even have the surge applied onto it in the first place, although you're in the surge zone. So rather than just tricking people with fake surge, just increase the fares, full stop. So, you know, let's say morning, you know it's going to be busy between 7 a.m. all the way to 10. Make the fares either 1.5 fixed or 1.8 or 2x, right? Which is double the price. So just do that. Do a fixed price. That way, when a trip comes in, drivers know, right, look, this is the best I'm going to get. And they're going to do it. They're not going to sit there and wait for a better trip. Well, I'm going to do this because this is taking me exactly back to where I started. And I'm sick and tired of waiting. So it looks like I'm going back to exactly where I started. Look, they're going Sutton Common. That's literally where I am, where I live, where I started. So, yeah, we're going back home. Oh, what's happened? Again, this happens a lot. You accept a trip.
Head to your pickup at 32 Newton Road.
Yeah. Let's go complete our second trip. It's not a great one, but again, I'm sick and tired of waiting. Wimbledon. The amount of time I used to come here as a child. Centre court. I used to hang out here all day long, cause absolute havoc. Yep, me and my boys used to come here after school, flirt with all the girls. You know, I would speak with anyone with a pulse, to be honest. Oh, Wimbledon, good old days, man. You know, we would mingle with the Ursuline girls, with the Rickards Lodge girls. Yeah, good times, good times. Now, I've just completed that trip. The time is now 7:52. So the trip took me about 20 minutes. I will say this, I gave that passenger 3-star rating. I was close to giving her 1 at some point. So, you know, my issue is I really have an issue with going to pick people up and sitting there and waiting for 5 minutes. It's unacceptable. And you know what? Uber only allows you to wait 5 minutes before you can cancel. So again, I said this, I don't cancel trips. So I did her a massive favor because I could have cancelled the trip and got paid regardless. Now I'm on my way to go pick up passenger number 3. This is going to be our 3rd trip. Now I'm only taking them 1.6 mile around the corner and I'm being paid £8 for this. So it is a decent trip. Now usually this trip would cost around, you would be paid, sorry, around £4.70 for this trip usually. So we've just completed the 3rd trip. Now we're waiting for our 4th trip. Something has just come through. Look at this trip. Oh my God. Look at this trip. Can you believe this trip? Honestly, let me read it. Croydon to Gatwick for £23 and 94 pence for at 5 a.m. in the morning as well. Oh, this is hilarious. Honestly, after receiving that trip and seeing that trip on my phone, I am very tempted to just go home and completely pack it in and never do this job again. Because what type of trip is that, Uber? That's ridiculous. Let me tell you guys something. From time to time, you're gonna get trips that really test your patience as a driver. And I've just had one of them trips. Honestly, and it's always the passengers going half a mile away. So you think, great, this is going to be easy money. I'm driving them 4 minutes down the road. You go there. They take weeks to come out. And when they do come out, it's often a mum with like 4 kids, right? And about 2 prams, baby car seats, right? This is supposed to be a 4-minute journey, 5-minute max. Ended up taking me a good 20 minutes to complete. Also, the pickup location right in the middle of the roundabout. And then the drop-off location, again, for some strange reason, in the middle of the roundabout. It's almost like this lady loves roundabouts. And honestly, probably the worst trip I've done all year around. And yeah, just beware when you're starting this Uber journey. You are going to come across passengers who really, really push your patience. And for me, she was one of them. Time is now 8:45 a.m. and we're now on our way to pick up our 5th passenger. We're going to go drop him off to Epsom and hopefully this trip doesn't take us too long. Right, we have just completed our 5th trip. Where are we? We're at Nescott College. I almost went here. I came very close to going here, but that's a story for another day. Now, we are off to pick up our 6th passenger. And we're actually taking them back to Sutton, so hometown. Now the time is currently, gosh, 9:15. Meaning I've got about 45 minutes left before I finish off for the day. So I will be sharing with you guys, as always, exactly how much I made in my morning shift. That's only 3 hours long. Right, so the time is now 9:30 a.m. We have just completed trip number 6 and we're back in my hometown, Sutton. For 30 minutes, the next 30 minutes, I'm going to try and complete at least 2 more trips before we can call it a day for the morning shift. A friendly reminder, this is why I don't work past 10 a.m. because for the past half an hour, I've been sat here with absolutely no work. And this is a Monday morning. This is the busiest day of the week. And there is virtually no work after 9:30. So comes 10, this is why I just call it a day and I go home. I know there's drivers out there who are working past 1 p.m, 2 p.m. when starting early in the morning. My question is, what do you guys do throughout the day? Because I'm certain there isn't enough jobs to keep you guys out on the road that long. What is it that you guys do on the road all day? Please let me know in the comments if you're one of these drivers, honestly, because as I said, it's fast approaching 10 and for the past half an hour, I've had 0 work. We have now reached the end of our shift and The time is now 4 minutes past 10. Don't know if you can see that. Now for the moment of truth. Drum roll, please. We have made £63.34. Not bad for a 3-hour shift. Yes, of course, we've been online for 3 hours, but I spent about an hour of that just sitting down, rejecting trips. So really, we've worked for 2 hours. Now, my shift has come to an end. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.